Hello, we've got this Iowa MP3 player to give away tonight, plus this fantastic jacket courtesy of Jeep, and I'm sweating already. We've got family passes to any race meeting at an octagon circuit. And as if all that isn't enough, we've got Westfield, Mercedes and Ferrari caps, plus we've got T-shirts from GrandPrixLegends.com. So let's see if any of these three can give us asking prices. Hello, let's just recap. The cars we're going to show you are genuinely for sale, and we ask our contestants to guess what the asking price is. There's a point for the person whose guess is the closest, and that becomes 2 points if they're within 50 quid. And we give 3 points for a direct hit, and if two people make the same guess, well, they'll both get the same points. With us tonight, Dave Pearce works for Vodafone, and his mate Graham, you also work for Vodafone. And Tom over there, who's going to take a law degree and sort out the whole of the corporate finance world as soon as you qualified. That right?
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. Yeah. OK, on with the game. And our first round, let's go over to Brendan.
One of the biggest reasons why Rover cars ran into so many problems was that they made crap cars. Sorry, no. One of the biggest reasons why Rover cars ran into so many problems was that they had a massive image problem, that's it. Take this white Rover estate, for example. What does it say to you? To me, it says caravans, conservatives, white middle-aged men with an unhealthy interest in schoolboy rugby and showering. But what we have here is a reasonably interesting Rover 4 Series 2-litre GSI estate. It's in fantastic condition and comes with a boatload of extras, including ABS, airbags, alarms, central locking, electric sunroof, windows and mirrors, and a very nice half-leather interior. Also comes with a year's free membership of the National Trust. It doesn't, that's a lie, but it's a good lie. I should be in sales. But that's the kind of person that this car is going to appeal to. Anyhow, for the record, it's M registered from 1994 and has the best part of 70,000 miles on the clock. But I just don't know who's going to buy this. I can't see me in it. Can you? Now, of course, Rover have gone all trendy. MG, they're calling themselves, and they're all full fat and high octane and all that. But a rose by any other name will still smell as sweet, and calling a Rover an MG doesn't stop it being what it is. Anyhow, this car harks back to when Rover really stood for something, being British and being bobbins. Who'd have thought you'd be getting Shakespeare on Men and Motors, eh? We're dumbing up. What's the asking price?
Dumbing up. Thank you very much. OK, guys, what's the asking price? Start thinking and writing. You've got 20 seconds. Rover would like you to think of that as a touring, really, a competitor to the BMW touring, but of course they've got nothing like that sort of image. It's got 70,000 miles on the clock, 2-litre GSI, high spec. What do you think? Popular car, would have been easy to sell, I would have thought. Time's up. Dave, how do you value that Rover?
£3,000.
£3,000. Fine. Graham, what do you think?
5495.
5495. Yeah. Quite a lot more for that car. You think it's more attractive?
No, not really.
And Tom, how do you value it?
About 9,000.
About 9,000?
I'm a big fan of Rovers.
Yeah, but you're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be so rich, you know. OK, let's see what the dealer wanted for that car.
I've got a friend with an all-white car, and he really gets off on the fact that in people's rear-view mirrors he looks like a police car. That's right, he's a right shining example of a human being. This car is £3,695.
There you go, £3,695. Dave, you're the closest. To give you a point for that. And very unfair, I thought, to Rover Estates there. Don't forget, that's the model that was developed in conjunction with the Japanese Honda company, so very reliable. Let's try another car. This time we're looking at supercars with Glenda.
Roll up, because I've got a right bargain here for you today. It is this, the Ferrari F355. But remember, all things are relative.
It might be a bargain these days, but 5 years ago, this car was Ferrari's flagship. So therefore, it comes lavishly equipped with sumptuous tan hide interior. And the Verdi Silverstone exterior makes it stand out from your run-of-the-mill Rosso Red Ferraris. This car is a 1996 model on an N plate with 20,000 miles on the clock.
So, it is a bit of a bargain, but what do Ferrari class as a bargain these days? What is the asking price?
There you go. What's your Ferrari knowledge like? Start thinking and writing. A very nice F355. I approve of the colour. So many of them are bright red. It's nice to see something slightly different. On a 96 on an M plate. But of course, you've got to be a very rich person to run one anyway, because you need a mechanic in the boot to get more than 1,000 miles without a breakdown. How unfair of me. Time's up. Graham, how do you value that Ferrari?
55,000.
55,000 smackaroos. Lovely. Tom, what do you think?
30,000.
You don't think it's worth quite that much?
No.
OK, and Dave, where are you?
30,000.
30,000 as well. We have a consensus and somebody well over the top. Let's see what the Ferrari made.
So, for a Ferrari, this is a bit of a steal. But like I said at the beginning, everything is relative. And this will set you back £55,000.
£55,000. Graham, smack on the nose. You get 3 points for that. Very well done. Cheap jibe about Ferrari and mechanics there, but don't forget, if you have to do the timing chains on that engine, it's going to cost you £8,000. Our third round is with Lynn, and it features classic cars. Have a look at this.
Not only is this car clementine orange on the outside, it's also clementine orange on the inside. It's a 1972 Volkswagen Beetle 1300. It's clocked up 54,000 miles on the clock and it's only had 3 owners. Now this is an absolute original, exactly as you'd have bought it in the 70s. The only modification is, let me get this right, it's the quick shift gear stick for that extra bit of pull. OK, let's check out the bodywork. Oh, behave. The old Beetle is a legend born in 1938, but the new style was produced just 60 years later. But today's waiting list means they can't cope with the demand. So maybe a cult classic like this is the answer. Now, you might think with an orange colour like this that rust would be quite difficult to spot. As it happens, this car had a respray just 3 years ago, so it is in mint condition. And this psychedelic colour would have matched your carpets and your curtains in the 70s. So, what more can you want? Name your price.
Oh, depends what your carpets and curtains look like. OK, guys, 20 seconds, start thinking and writing. Very nice Beetle there. Don't forget, you still get all the bits for a Beetle. It's a totally practical car for a student or a young person. Very popular. They're still making them in Brazil. You still get engines and all the bits you could need. So, a very, very attractive proposition because you really can keep it on the road and then run on unleaded. So, Tom, you're a student. Do you fancy running a Beetle?
Yeah.
Good-looking car.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Excellent. How do you value it?
6,500.
6.5. All right. Dave, what do you think?
6,000.
Why?
I don't know, to be quite honest. Because it's still in mint condition and all the same parts that it was originally. OK, and Graham?
3,000.
3,000.
Yep.
You're not a Beetle enthusiast.
No.
Why not?
Don't know, I just don't like them.
Don't like the look of them. Do you like the new one?
Not really.
Ah, oh well, never mind. Let's see what that Beetle went for.
Now, a timeless classic like our Herbie is always going to be in fashion. And the price? $4,750 to you dudes. Groovy.
4,750. That's very good value for that car because it did look in exceptionally good condition. So, well done, Dave. We'll give you the point on that because you were the closest at 6,000. So let's see what the scores look like so far. Tom, you have yet to score, I'm afraid. Dave, 2 points, and Graham in the lead at the moment with 3. Right, now on to our quickfire round. We'll be revealing pictures of cars slowly, and you buzz when you think you can guess within £1,000 of their value. Now, the points go down as time moves on, and you only get 1 chance each to guess. So here's the first one. Take a look. What is it? What's the list price? Buzz as soon as you know what it is. 5 points on offer, 4 points on offer. You know what it is now. Tell me what it is and what you think it's worth.
Dave. Audi, and it's worth 15,000.
No, it's between Graham and Tom. On you go. Another look. Quickly, give me a Tom.
22,000.
22,000. No. Down to you, Graham. What is it? What do you think it's worth?
20. Audi, 20,000.
20,000. No, you're all wrong. In fact, that's the A4 Cabriolet V6, and they want 24,620 for it. Let's go on to the next car. And there's a good clue there already for 5 points. Citroën
Citroen.
Go on then. What do you think it's worth?
18,000.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's the Citroen C5 Estate, brand new, and it's worth 17,110. Let's go and look at one more. Good clues there already. Graham.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, what's it worth?
25,000.
25?
Yeah.
No. So between Dave and Tom, what is it? 4 points on offer, 3 points on offer. Tom?
22,000.
22,000? Not quite. Down to you. What's that Alfa worth?
26.
No, hard luck. It's the GTV and it's £19,715. OK, how are you doing at home? Here's one to keep you guessing over the commercial break. It's Giancarlo Ficelli's signed racing suit, won during his 1997 season with Jordan. So, what do you think it's worth? So that Fisichella signed suit, complete with sweat and panic stains we showed you before the break, what did you guess it was worth? Well, it's worth £2,500. That's a lot more than some of us thought. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know we've got media stars with us. Dave, tell us about your starring performance on Match of the Day.
I was at Anfield a few years ago when Bolton were playing Liverpool, and as at the corner it panned across.
And there you were.
I was in the crowd, yeah.
And Tom, you've been on telly as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Keith Chegwin was doing a roadshow in Warrington on the Saturday Superstore, I think it was, and camera panned past me there as well.
Did you wave?
I didn't even know I was on, to be honest.
Until you got home.
Until I got home, yeah.
And Graham, you're mates with Dave. Tell us what 3 means on his shirt.
Mental edge, I think.
Okay. All right, on to the next round. We're going down the auctions. Let's see what they found.
Back to the auction now to see what we can find. And remember, we want the auction selling price, not the retail price. This is one for the family buyers this week. It's this, a Peugeot 806, a 1997 model on an R plate with 111,000 on the clock. It looks fairly tidy on the whole, although closer inspection reveals a couple of problems. However, it should still have plenty of life left in it. So, what do you think it went under the hammer for?
Difficult one to value there. OK, guys, start thinking and writing about it. Peugeot 806, quite an oddball MPV. You don't see many of them around. It's done 111,000. It's obviously been used for corporate moving executives around or something like that. Bear in mind, we're down the auction. It's the guys in the sheepskin jackets. It's a wet day, big MPV, might not be terribly popular in the trade. Dave, what you got?
2,100.
You don't fancy that very much, then?
No, too many miles on the clock.
Too many miles on the clock. Graham?
2,500.
What reason?
I just don't really like it. It's a bit big.
Well, what better reason could you want? And Tom, how do you value it?
5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's go back down the auction and see what the car made.
£4,600, all done. At 4.6, it goes there. Goes once, 46. Goes twice, all done and gone at 46. One for Michael there, thank you.
Well, one for one of the traders there at 4,600. And Tom, you were the closest, so you get
Hallelujah.
the point. Sorry?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah, thank you very much. And, yeah, you know, I think that's really good money for an 806. There's a lot of MPV there for the money. Now on to our private sellers round. Let's see what Lynn's found for us.
Today's private sale is brought to you care of Volkswagen. It's a 98 S-Reg 1.4 litre Polo with just 28,000 miles on the clock. 5 doors, 5 gears and a nice jolly interior to boot. Let's check out the exterior. Our metallic green beauty does not have one mark on it, immaculate condition, and with 2 lady owners, 9 months MOT and a full service history, this car has a lot to offer any potential Volkswagen buyer. So, it's light to drive, cheap to run, show me the money.
Show me the money. OK, guys, start thinking and writing. 20 seconds. Ideal little car for somebody to sell. Bear in mind, private buyer, this is what they'd be advertising it for in the trade papers or in the local newspapers or even in their newsagent's window. And private buyers sometimes have an inflated idea of what the car's worth. All happy? So, Graham, lovely little Polo there. What do you think it's worth?
4,200.
4,200. Tom?
7,750.
You think she thinks it's worth a lot of money?
I'm sure she does, yeah.
She does, yeah. OK. And Dave, what's your valuation?
5,450.
All right, let's go and see what the lady wanted for her car.
So, for our strong, reliable German friend, how much money? £5,750 is the asking price. What a bargain!
I'm not quite sure about what a bargain, but anyway, she wanted £5,750. Dave, that makes you the closest, so we give you the point on that. And a very nice car. Final chance to reverse the order. Our second quickfire round. The points go down as more information is revealed. Fingers on the buzzers, please. Let's look at the first picture. Tell me what it is. As soon as you know, give me a buzz. 4 points on offer.
Renault
Graham?
Clio.
Yeah.
8,000.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Renault Clio Extreme, hatchback, 8,845. Let's look at the next picture. Bit more difficult. 4 points on offer. Distinctive rear window, that. 3 points on offer. Nobody knows. Deathly hush, make a guess. Press your buzzer.
Vauxhall Corsa.
Worth?
6,000.
No. Give us a guess. Graham and Tom. Just give us a price guess.
550.
Give a buzz.
5,500.
No.
8,000.
No, it's the Nissan Almera, and how could you not know that? The 1.5e hatchback, £9,750. Let's go to one more. The colour should give it away.
Seat Ibiza.
How much is it selling for?
7,000.
Not close enough. Between Dave and Tom.
9,000.
9,000. No. Tom, down to you. What's that car worth?
8,000.
Just like shotgun technique all round it. See it, Ibiza 1.6 Sport. They want £10,995. Let's see how that affects the final score. OK, so Tom, because you knew exactly what an 806 would make on a wet Tuesday down the auction, you get 1 point, 1 point. Graham, 6 points, well done. And Dave scraped into the lead there with 7 points. Congratulations. That means Dave's through to our final payoff round. But before that, we've got these, the caps, the T-shirts and family passes to race events to give away. And you can choose to go to what sort of race meeting you want, touring cars, historic cars or motorcycle. And I advise you to go to the historic meetings because they're great fun. You might even catch me working as a commentator. Free plug. OK, back to the game now. Dave is through and we're going to show him one more car. Now, if he can get within £2,000 either side of that car's asking price, he'll be taking home the MP3 player and the jacket on top of what he's already got. So, Dave, you can ask the other two contestants for their advice if you trust them, but here we go. Have a look at this car. Tell me what you think it's worth.
For me, all of the excesses of the 80s can be epitomised in one programme, Dallas. And Dallas can be categorised by one car, the Mercedes SL. Yeah, did you want to be Larry Hagman and JR? Did you want to be Sue Ellen and have her shoulder pads? Well, I just wanted to be able to drink like all of them. This is an SL 280 6-cylinder, and, well, it's very dark grey in every sense. Now, I say dark grey because I'm convinced you can probably tell already that I'm not going to enjoy this car, but once you accept its limitations, i.e. that it's not a sports car and that it is a Mercedes luxury saloon, then actually you can quite enjoy the sedentary, relaxed, comfortable ride. It's a 1994 L registered with 35,000 miles on the clock, so reasonably low. The The condition on the outside is reasonable. Inside, it's a bit ropey. The leather upholstery is showing signs of wear. So I would say that those 35,000 miles have been done around Cheshire's country lanes with ladies who lunch, etc. Because, let's face it, it is a bit of a girl's car. Inside, it's got all the usual Mercedes refinements, Blaupunkt stereo, etc., etc. Back to you in the studio. What do you reckon is the asking price?
Dave, down to you. Start thinking about it. Consult if you feel like it. A Mercedes SL there. The Mercedes engineers called them Panzerwagens because they're so heavily built. Not terribly popular, don't forget. 94 on an L. I don't believe those 35,000 miles. Six-cylinder, dark grey. Not the most powerful of the SLs. Think about a price and tell me what you think.
10,500.
£10,500. Why do you think that?
Because Graham was thinking along them lines.
Because Graham's told you. OK. Graham, 10,000 doesn't sound a lot for an SL.
I would have said more.
You would have said more, but you didn't take Tom's advice. Well, there you go. Let's go and see what the car's worth.
And because of the engine size and the Mercedes that this is, it hasn't depreciated a huge amount over the years. It's 8 years old, but the asking price is still a whopping £21,995.
Altogether now. What would you have said, Tom? What would you have said to it?
I'd have said about £21,995.
Would you really? You would have.
Yeah.
See, now, if you'd taken Tom's advice, you would have been there. You would have been, yeah. OK. Well, very well done anyway, but you made, you know, you were right on the button on a number of them. I'm sorry about the SL. I used to have one of those, and I don't think I would have paid £21,995 for it, I have to say. But anyway, that's it for this week's asking price. Here's another one for you at home. Now, what you've got to do is take these three cars and put them in their correct order of value. Now, we've got the wonderful Volkswagen Golf. We're not telling you which model. Mitsubishi's Colt, and there we're going to tell you that it's the 1.6 Mirage version. And then finally the Alfa Romeo 147, which I happened to have on test the other day, and I thought it went absolutely perfectly. And if you can find the rear door handles, you're a better man than me. And the answer, of course, is on our website, and that's at www.menandmotors.co.uk. And we'll see you next time on Asking Price.
And as many clothes from Gucci and Prada, Gucci and Prada.
Sorry, it's just crumbled in my hands. Sorry. Car's falling apart.